And that's why it's such a shitty thing to say, is because it makes it seem like they're looking out for your mental health. They're looking out for you. They want you to be happy, you know. Newsflash, if your friends belittle your goals because it's not convenient for them, you need new friends. Alright, so this video is going to be a bit of a rant because I want to discuss a specific phrase that I hear people use all the time. And the reason I don't like this phrase is because more often than not, it's used to encourage someone to do something that they clearly don't want to do. Now, when I first say this, you're probably going to think Ian just being a dick, but there's more to this than I think you realize. It goes a bit deeper than just what's actually said. So this phrase that I really don't like is
3 words for you: treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Now, I'm going to start by saying right away, I don't give a fuck what you do in your life. As long as you're not being a piece of shit, you can treat yourself and do whatever you absolutely want to do with your life if it makes you happy and it's not going to hurt someone else. But what I don't like is when people use this phrase to encourage others to either do something they don't want to do or encourage them to break a habit that they've probably spent a lot of time, depending on the person, trying to fix. For example, if you have a specific goal that, say, requires you to change your eating habits. So say you want to lose fat or gain muscle, so you're on a specific diet plan, you've got to change your nutrition, you've had to develop some really tough habits to kind of fix your eating in general. And you've been really good about this. You've been, tracking your calories, your macros, you've been working out regularly. But then you go out with your friends on the weekend and you say, okay, well, I'm just gonna, stay sober, have a water or two, stay hydrated. And so you're out, you're having a great time, but then fucking Becky is like, oh my God, just have one drink, treat yourself, live a little, live a little. I fucking hate that one too. So now it's different. You spend a long time and a lot of, mental energy trying to develop these habits to better yourself because you have goals, you have ambitions, and the most important thing to you is to accomplish these goals. So by being that person that says, treat yourself, you're sort of undervaluing that person's goals. If that person is your friend, what they probably want from you is support in actually, maintaining these habits and getting closer to their goal, because ultimately the satisfaction of reaching that point is going to be much more rewarding than, blacking out on a Saturday and waking up on your kitchen floor. But now that you said that to them, that's in their head. And again, if these habits you're developing are causing your mental health to go down the drain and it sucks and you hate it, don't fucking do it. But depending on the goal, it may require very strict eating habits, very strict training, sleep routine. So when you decide to do that, you have to understand that this is going to be difficult. I have to make a lot of adjustments in my life in order to meet these goals, and that's doable. And it's even more doable if you have a really strong circle of support. Your friends, your family support these goals. They want to see you achieve them. But then you've got this other voice in your ear basically telling you, your goals aren't worth not getting drunk every weekend, not destroying an extra large pizza on your couch at 2 a.m. Typically, when someone's telling you to treat yourself, it's for something that's very temporary, that's going to grant a little bit of satisfaction in the moment, but ultimately it could have a huge impact on your goals and you achieving them. And again, it's totally fine to treat yourself. In the case of dieting, this can actually be really beneficial. It's good to incorporate cheat meals every now and then. Not only does it make that diet a little more sustainable, it can also be really beneficial for your metabolism. But again, it's something that you have to structure and time appropriately. Newsflash, if your friends belittle your goals because it's not convenient for them, you need new friends. Like, whether you think you know them or not, who are you to tell someone that they should do a certain thing because you think that it's going to make them happy, when the reason they set out to achieve these goals in the first place is because it's going to make them happy? You're not their therapist. And if you think someone's habits are getting really obsessive and it's affecting their life in a negative way, just talk to them one-on-one in a more private setting. But don't decide that you're about to start caring about their mental health and well-being at 3 a.m. in a club. That's not supportive. That's selfish. And what makes it even more difficult is that if you're in a social situation and a bunch of people are pressuring you to do this, one, it's probably going to cause you to cave in, and then you're going to feel more shitty about it because it's something you didn't want to do, and you're expecting your friends to support your decision, their best interest is not your best interest. And that's why it's such a shitty thing to say, is because it makes it seem like they're looking out for your mental health. They're looking out for you. They want you to be happy, you know, live your life, hashtag YOLO. But it's not that simple. It's not that surface level. And I know people typically don't say it to try and be manipulative, but it puts a lot of pressure on someone. So again, if someone has goals that they're trying to achieve that means changing an aspect of their life, you should be supporting that. Don't guilt people for your sake. All right, I'm sure someone's gonna get mad about this, but if you are, let me know in the comment section. If you agree with what I'm saying, let me know. Happy to have a conversation about it. This is real life. Be ready to perform.